Hello, my name's Alex. I'm presenting a short video on the use of strings and string manipulation in Scratch. I'm currently working on Scratch 1.4. String in Scratch is essentially a sequence of characters including a space or a white space attached to a variable. So the first thing we need to do is create a variable. So we go to the variables menu and we select make a variable and we name it. So I'm going to call this one name and we press OK. As you can see, this menu is now increased, and under the variable name we've got various options. Now we want to set a string to the variable name, so let's grab the set block, bring it across. It's got the name in it and we want to put a string in there, so I'm going to give this string Fred. So the name now contains Fred. We want Scratch the cat to say hello Fred. So first thing we need to do, add a control to start the script. Then once the script is started, we want to assign the string Fred to the variable name. Then we want Scratch the cat to say hello Fred. Now how we get him to speak is in the looks section. We get him to say hello, drag it across. Now if I press the spacebar now, Scratch says hello, but we want him to say hello Fred. That involves having to join hello and Fred together. Now that is a string operator. If I drag the join operator across here, I've got the word hello there. That'll do for me. And I need to add the name variable there so that it knows to say hello Fred. So if I go back to variables, this bit here is the variable name for name, and I'll drag it across. I'm going to drop it just there. Then I'm going to drop the whole join operator into the say block. Now let's see what happens. Hello Fred. Wonderful, we can say hello Fred, and we've joined two strings together. What other operators do we have? We have a letter operator which returns the character at the number index indicated here of the string in this section, and we have a length operator which returns the length or the number of characters in the string. So that's the one we're going to use next. We're going to get Fred to tell us how many characters are in your name. Fred, we're going to get Scratch to tell us how many characters are in Fred's name. So that's going to give us the number of characters, and we want Scratch to say your name contains the number of characters, letters. That's could be taken as 3 strings, so we're back to joining strings again. So if I go into here, join your name contains, then we want another join, and we want length of name to go there, and then in that one we want letters. So your name contains length of the variable name letters, all with spaces, because white space is a character. If you don't use a white space, you don't get a space. Now we want Scratch the cat to say that. So we're back to looks, say, and drop your join operator into there. Now let's see what Scratch the cat says. Hello Fred. Your name contains 4 letters. That's great. We can now join strings together, join multiple strings together, and work out the number of characters in the string. Now, the next operator, letter. That tells us what the character is on the, in this case, first character of the string world. If I change that to 2, it would change to the second character, which is the O, not the W. However, I think we're going to get Scratch the cat to tell us what your name starts with. So, we're back to joining strings. We need a string here, so we can say your name starts with don't want to get any grammar complications in there. Your name starts with letter 1 of variable name. Now we're going to get Scratch the cat to actually say that for us. Go back to looks, grab the say block, insert it in place, take the operator, insert it over that first hole there, and we've now got Scratch the cat saying 3 things. So let's press the space bar. Hello Fred. Your name contains 4 letters. Your name starts with F. Fantastic. Only one problem. What if your name's not Fred? Let's get Scratch the cat to actually take a string from you typing it in and use that to put into the name variable. The first thing I'm going to do is break our script just there, and I want Scratch the cat to ask a question. We do that from the sensing menu and the ask block. Drag him across. This is already set up with what's your name in it and wait. That means the script will not move on until you've given a response or an answer. Now directly under the block here we've got something that looks a bit like what we were using for a variable, and this one is the variable name is answer, and it takes the answer from the question that you've just asked. I'm going to bring this across here. Now the answer to that is going to be the name we want to put into here, so we'll replace Fred with the answer and then join everything back up again. Now let's press the space bar again and see what we have. Now this time Scratch is asking us what your name is. So the name can be Jason. Return or press the enter key. Hello Jason. Your name contains 5 letters. Your name starts with J. All the same answers as before, but relevant only to the new name Jason that you've inputted. That concludes a little demonstration video of string manipulation Scratch 1.4. Come again for another one. Thank you and goodbye.